This is Barack L, CEO of Femigod. Today I want to talk about some of the myths and misconceptions, or a more detailed and outlined plan when we speak about the law of attraction, manifestation, bringing the things that we desire into our lives. And, you know, the framework I set up for law of attraction, for manifestation, that I found for me to help that helps work the best is there's four pillars to it. You have creation, manifestation, attraction, and obtaining. And whenever you're trying to manifest everything, or whenever you're dealing with creating paradigms, you have to have all these four pillars present, or your manifestations will just, you'll never get anything that you're trying to manifest. And so the first pillar is creation. And when you're dealing with creation, you're talking about actually creating the paradigm or creating the mental framework for the things that you're trying to manifest. So, whether that be you want to be a singer, or you're trying to get a new job, or you're creating a new business, the first thing you have to do is actually construct this reality in the mental realm. So, you can do things like obviously write down your goals, write down your milestones. For some people that are artistic, it may be to paint a picture, create a song about that actually taking place, like if you were in the present. And anything you can do, create a story about it in the present tense of you experiencing everything that this new life is bringing you, or this new paradigm is bringing you. And by doing that, you're setting up the mental framework, and you're setting up the actual creation of an alternative reality. Quantum physics talks about there's multiple realities and multiple dimensions. The mental realm is another dimension, another reality that's just as valid as the physical realm. It's just about transitioning that into the physical realm. So when you're doing this, when you're creating these things in the mental realm, you're actually already giving it life. But it's important that you have a structure to creation. If you go straight to attraction or manifestation without really having some sort of detailed framework of what this paradigm looks like for you, then your manifestation is going to come out incorrect. It'll come out in ways that maybe you're not seeking it to come out in. So that's the first step and most essential. Obviously, you can't begin without that. And once you do that, then you're dealing with manifestation. So, as I said before, you've created it in the mental realm. How can you bring this creation into the physical realm? So, now that you've got this in the mental realm, it's like you're you're creating a timeline to enter into this other reality. You know, you're dealing with quantum mechanics. You're dealing with building up energetic structures, and so that now they're strong enough to start taking place in the physical realm. So one of the things that's very important at this stage, who you expose this paradigm to. So at this point, you're going to, one of the ways you start manifesting is bringing in the world, and you may start telling certain people about it, but it's very, at this stage, you only want to tell people that are going to be supportive of it, so that, they're breathing life in your project. At this stage is a lot of times, if you get exposed to the wrong people and get criticism too early, it can completely derail you, or completely, shake the foundation of this new paradigm, because you don't have enough energy into it yet. So at this stage, you want to start exposing it to certain people are going to be receptive to the idea. You want to do your affirmations, do your energetic workings, grab your crystal, do that sort of thing. And, that's at this point, getting it to manifest is all about adding energy to the paradigm, and once once you move from this stage, then you move on to attraction. Now this has become a real thing. People know about it, whether it's people have heard your first song, or people have seen you out looking for this new job, or you filed your corporation. It's real, it's out there. And now it's about continuing, like, now that you've actually manifested something in the physical, this is where you're going to start dealing with you know um, your negative opposition. From this point, you get start your ideas start to get exposed more to different type of people who may not be receptive to it. You hear the naysayers, you hear people that may doubt, and want to deconstruct the paradigm that you're trying to create. But at this point, it's about putting more energy into it. It's that mad rush to put more energy into it than somebody can take away. You're dealing with, if it's a business, you're dealing with competitors. If you're putting out a song, you're dealing with other musicians. Now you're in the race, you're actually doing whatever you may be doing, or you're partially living in this paradigm now in the physical world. And now comes the final transition into obtaining it and making it yours. And this for me was one of the hardest things, because you have so many people that are able to do it, or able to get their foot in the race, but they can never finish the job. And one reason is that because you're dealing with a lot of energetic vampires. At this point, you have generated a substantial amount of energy. So if you have people that are just around you just to take this energy from you for whatever purpose they may deem necessary, then this is going to quickly detract from the paradigm you're trying to create. So, and it's imperative you have to realize this, because anytime you start generating a lot of energy, these people will naturally come around. So the last part is actually obtaining it. And, it takes a strict and almost ruthless focus of continuing to feed this paradigm and continuing to make sure you're progressing and transitioning from your old reality into your new reality. And, you know, one of the best ways to do that is to start eliminating the people, eliminating the energy vampires, eliminating the naysayers, not people that, give you constructive criticism. Those are good people to have around, but people that give you unnecessary negativity and are just negative about the situation in general and take away from what you're building. The best thing you can do at this point is starting to remove yourself and build that network around you of people that are going to help you progress into this new paradigm and new reality. And surrounding yourself with those people is key for the final part of your manifestation. And that's where a lot of people lack. They may do all the right things, but they're still surrounding themselves with the same old people that are living in that world, or they're afraid to take the next step and connect with this new group of people. So that's one of the things that you always have to remember. And it's imperative when you're trying to manifest that you take all four of these steps and make sure you have all these pillars, because without them, you lose somewhere along the road and your manifestation just doesn't fully come to fruition.
Staring